All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Weekly Patch Notes, episode 23. I'm your host, Thamziri. What's good? What's nice? Chicken and rice. I'm joined with my co-hosts. We're starting with Kid Kojo. What's good, Holmes?
I'm cool, man. How you doing?
I'm fresh as it is. Shout out Bow Wow. And then next up, we got Max. What's good, King?
Yo, what's up?
I'm Gucci, bro. Might offend ops on Fendi. But anyways, we're just a bunch of gamers giving our take on everything in the gaming world. And as always, our social media handles and links are in the description. So don't you worry about missing out on any of the info. And we're going to be providing links to all the issues that we talk about in this episode. But without all the sauce and straight up to the fry, let's get it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow X to skip. Any and all support is welcomed. Let's get into the gaming tidbits. Now, before we get started, the usual, the house rules and the admin. Gents, do you guys have any updates from the previous episode? Yay, nay, they?
Nay.
Oh, yeah.
Nay,
Kojizi?
Nothing from me, no.
All right. My update, if I can even call it an update. So I've been hating on Formula One for the longest time because to me, I can't operate cars that go that fast. But yo, can I now, my guy? So I've been playing a lot of Formula One 2022 because 2023 is not on the Xbox Game Pass just yet. I hope it will be soon. But I've been having a lot of fun with that. And Max?
That is an odd reason to hate on someone.
Put it like this: if something is way too much for me to handle, I don't play. It's the same way that like if I had to talk about battle royales, I like the likes of PUBG because it's slow paced. Apex and all that, it's just way too quick for me. And I have a lazy ass brain. But as of late, I'm getting into like very fast paced things. I don't know, maybe my anxiety is spiking. Who knows? But anyways, that's the shit. All right.
I just meant in the sense of not dislike, but just hating in general. Like hating is a strong word.
It is a strong word, but I use it loosely, like my butthole. So anyways, heading on to the gaming news. Max, what you got for us, bud?
All right. So for the gaming news, as has been the topic of interest of late, it's the Microsoft versus FTC situation. So it wrapped up this week. However, we haven't been given the final verdict by the judge. So I am going to withhold from talking about this topic extensively until we get the final verdict. That way we can give the blow by blows, go over the strong points and the weak points of a case and see why the judge decided whatever it is she decided. Spoiler alert, I'm suspecting she's going to say, nah, she's not going to agree with the FTC and she's going to let Microsoft chuff on, because I've been seeing bits and pieces and it looks like the FTC lawyers are really clutching at straws. Like both sides have looked stupid at certain points, but the FTC have looked incompetent more regularly than the Microsoft lawyers. So I think the judge is really unimpressed by the FTC and she's going to line up with Microsoft. But I will withhold on talking on that extensively until we get the final verdict, because by the time this episode comes out, she may have given her final verdict. So I don't want to be hitting blows and details when we don't even have the final word as of recording. And then when people are watching or listening to the episode, the final verdict is already out and here we are looking dumb. So I'm going to withhold on that. Other than that, then, I have nothing to speak about in the gaming news stuff. I refrained most stuff to the news blitz because there were random tidbits happening, but nothing worth dissecting. Just little intricacies that are worth going over in the news blitz, not in the news section. So unless you guys have newsworthy stuff to share, that's all from me until we hit the news blitz.
Nah, don't have much, but the amount of times you said blow. But anyways, Kojo, anything from your side?
No, nothing news related from my side.
Let's head on to the gaming corner where Koji's will take us through all the releases. What you got for us, Kojo?
All right, let's talk about the releases of the week. First off, we have a game called Destroy All Humans 2, Reprobed, single player, released on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, released on June 27th, 2023. We have a game called Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life, released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, Switch, and PC, released on June 27th, 2023. We have AEW Fight Forever, released on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, released on June 29th, 2023, currently sitting at a 65 on Metacritic. We have Dead Cells, which is making its appearance on PlayStation 5, released on June 29th, 2023. We have a game called Dawn, released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, released on June 29th, 2023. We have the Lara Croft Collection, released on Switch on June 29th, 2023. We have Crime O'Clock, released on Switch and PC on June 30th, 2023. We have Everybody Want to Switch, released on the Switch on June 30th, 2023. We have a game called Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, released on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, released on June 30th, 2023. We have a game called Goodbye World, released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, released on June 30th, 2023. And finally, we have a game called Master Detective Archives, Grain Code, released on Switch on June 30th, 2023, currently sitting at a 78 on Metacritic. And that is it for the releases, and that is it for the Gaming Corner.
Away, Gucci gang. All right, thanks, bro. All right, we've reached the middle of the segment, of the podcast. So we hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Once again, please leave a like if you like the show and subscribe to help us move the show to more people. Tell your mom, tell your sister, tell your brothers, tell your cousins, tell everyone, Once again, I'm Thamziri. Joined with me is Kid Kojo and Maxwell. And let's keep this ish going. All right, so content creator news. Now, I've got a lot, but I'm going to try to sum it up or sum it down into certain things. Like I said, before the podcast even started, I'm not going to even debate this. I'm just going to mention it because it feeds off into other information that's, very relevant. So those of you who know Adin Ross, you've probably heard us talk about him in previous episodes. Former Twitch streamer, now a Kick streamer. He was pretty much one of the biggest first to start on Kick, the live streaming service that is in rivalry with Twitch. Of course, he had his rocky roads on Twitch being permanently banned and now moving over to Kick. He's also had some rocky roads whereby he was streaming prawn at the very start of it and yada yada. But for those of you who don't know, Adin Ross is actually a very full-time supporter and friend to Andrew Tate, who we all hate. Yes, that is right. 2468. We do not appreciate. Now, there was a live stream that he had on his Kick channel 4 days ago, from the time of this recording, whereby he was speaking with Andrew Tate. Now, for those of you who don't know the current Andrew Tate news, Andrew Tate is pretty much, it's been confirmed. All of his crimes that he did with his brother and 2 other females, it's now been confirmed, and he is going to be facing charges with that. Now, Adin Ross then got Andrew Tate on a live stream, right? Just chatting about how the whole situation is, what's going to happen now that, he's going to be facing those charges. Could he be facing a long, prison sentence and all this? But the most cringe part, I'm not even going to get into like the nitty gritty, but the most cringe part about it, right, was how Adin Ross kept idolizing Andrew Tate. I have never in my entire life been so disgusted at how human beings can idolize someone so vile to such an extent that Adin Ross idolizes Andrew Tate. And of course, Andrew Tate was there topless on the stream, smoking a cigar, acting all cool with a Tate logo in the back, and even saying to Adin Ross, like, oh, I was rotting away in a prison cell and I was expecting my one and only friend. Like, he was just bashing on Adin Ross for not, for keeping silent throughout his entire thing. But that brings me to the actual news of the content creator section regarding Adin Ross, whereby Kick CEO has pretty much branded Adin Ross as a risk to the platform. Now, obviously, again, like I mentioned, he had a very rocky start at the very beginning with all the things that he was doing to Kick. And now, obviously, right now, Kick is going into very hectic, is being attacked. Well, not, how can I say? Not really being attacked, but they're coming under heat with a lot of people saying that their promise of the subscription split is going to come, under fall, and they're eventually going to revert it down. But Kick CEO is trying to say that that's not really going to happen. We're still going to keep it 95.5, right? But now you get the likes of Adin Ross. Kick has been trying to get all these other big streamers to come on. Amaranth is there now. XQC signed a huge deal with them. Now it's to a point where Kick doesn't really feel they need Adin Ross and all of his, well, quote unquote, clout and fame, because it just seems like Adin Ross already came in on a rocky slope trying to cause trouble for Kick, putting it at risk. And he's just not stopping at doing any of that in any case, right? So with the CEO himself calling Adin Ross personally and asking him like, what's going on here? Why are you still, pretty much, I want to say tempting fate. Why are you pretty much like just tempting fate with what's going on here? You're ruining the company, you're bringing the brand down just a bit. We have so much trust and faith in you to carry the brand forward as Kick and all this. And Adin Ross pretty much just said that he still wants to do what he wants to do. And this is just the type of content that he does. And he thought at first Kick was okay with this type of stuff that he does. And, nowadays, I think now with Kick getting its attention and its pedestal up in the live streaming sense, they're pretty much just trying to save face now. They're really trying to become a very strong brand. And the funny parts, which brings me to point number 2, is the likes of ICEPoseidon as well as Kais and Nut seem to be really popping it off for Rumble. Whereby on Rumble's side, now for those of you who don't know ICEPoseidon, I don't want to say he's almost the same as Adin Ross, but ICEPoseidon has done some very he's done things. He still hasn't been banned as much as Adin Ross has, but he's done things where it's just like kind of cringe and not really enjoyable. I don't like him either, like personally speaking. But anyways, Rumble is now saying that they're going to try beat Kick as well as Twitch by becoming a platform whereby it breaks away from the normal live streaming as everyone knows it to just be gaming, and Rumble wants to try set aside and put themselves as a live streaming service that wants to soon replace cable television as well as streaming services like Netflix and such, whereby live streaming of actual events like UFC fights and championships and reaction channels and all this, they really want to give people a platform to do exactly that. And now the likes of Kai Cenat and ICEPoseidon are eating that ish up like birthday cake, so now it's going to be very interesting to see Twitch versus Kick versus Rumble. Who knows what's going to happen? We're obviously going to keep our eyes on it very strictly just to see what's going to go down. But if you guys have any comments, put it down in the comment section. Let us know what you guys think. And I leave it there. Max, Kojo, any comments on all that?
Rumble is just going to disappear the way of a dodo. Rumble is going to be like that. What was that? Was that Microsoft or Facebook platform that Ninja joined?
Oh, Mixer. Yeah, Microsoft.
Yeah, that's going to be Rumble. Like, just give it time. Rumble has really been just for the people who are outliers. Yes, it's not going to work. I understand where Kick is coming from. They're trying to be on the straight and narrow to properly fight Twitch. And because when you're a newcomer, you need to make noise. You need to grab people's attention. And that's exactly what Kick did. And I suspect that's what Rumble is trying to do, although Rumble has been around for a while, but they haven't really gotten any clout. So they're trying to find some now. And then once you have attention on you, it's not to your own benefit to continue kicking and screaming and making noise, because there's a system. And when you are too risky for that system or too out there for that system, unless you find a niche of your own, people don't want to play with you. So like advertising companies and all of that stuff are going to start messing with Kick if Kick can get on the straight and narrow, because Kick can't just survive from that gambling money. They need to expand where their money's coming from.
True.
Because it's like how if I use, what's your nickname for it? That's only,
Oh, Only Friends.
Yes, Only Friends. It's like if I use Only Friends as an example, they are so stuck in their niche that if they try to remove the adult content, they're going to fall apart. They already previously tried to remove it and things were going south for them, and they backtracked on that decision because they saw that's what's keeping them afloat. So unless Rumble or even Kick go for some very specific type of niche, they're going to have to get in the straight and narrow like Twitch. So yeah, I don't see Rumble being around for long, and I see Kick making do without Adin Ross as they try and go in the straight and narrow. Because it's like you say, now they've gotten other streamers. They don't need Adin Ross's clout.
Facts. And the funny thing is, Rumble's really trying to reach here, okay? Because after XQC got his offer from Kick, not even offer, his actual contract for 100 mil, Dr. Disrespect had put out a tweet saying, offer me a contract of 70 mil, and we can start talking. That's what he said to Kick. Rumble is trying to push for at least 75 million for Dr. Disrespect. They're really trying here. So who knows? We shall see what happens after them having ICEPoseidon and Kaisenat. And then we'll see what's going to happen to the brand of Kick with the CEO's decision of what's going to happen to Adin Ross. Because now if Adin Ross gets permabanned from a second live streaming platform, who knows? It could be the end of his career. But yeah.
He'll go to Rumble or he'll censor himself down.
If Rumble is smart, they will not allow Adin Ross to come through, but we'll see what happens.
Maybe they'll look at it as an advantage to take advantage of him while there's eyes on him, and then do the same thing as Kick of down the lines, get rid of him.
Maybe, yeah, but we'll see. Kojo, anything from your side, bro? Content creator side?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got quite a few, so let me just skim through. Starting off with remember how we spoke about Tfue in the last episode, Tfue taking a break from content creation?
Oh yeah,
well, we're keeping on with that trend of content creators taking a break from content creation with PewDiePie.
Oh yeah.
So PewDiePie on the 29th of June 2023 uploaded a 27-minute video titled Saying Bye for a While Now, where he pretty much says he's going to take a break because his wife is expecting. Earlier this year they announced that was it this year or last year where they announced that they're expecting a child?
This year, because Marty's the baby's still very small.
Yeah, well, they actually announced it when she was 4 months into it, because now apparently she's due in July, I believe.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. November was probably then November's when,
because they announced. I know that they said they announced it months after they actually found out, because they wanted to just chill for a while. But anyway, so he pretty much was like, he's gonna take a break because he doesn't know if it's going to be how stressed he's going to be or how busy he's going to be with the child. So he's gonna take a break and wait for things to settle down before he comes back. And people have been wishing him the best. Some people were scared reading the title, like, oh no, he's quitting forever, but no, he's gonna come back. And people are excited to see, the outcome of the birth, the child, the gender, and all of that stuff. People are speculating that the gender is a boy.
Why do people care?
Because they are fans.
Yeah, they love PewDiePie, man.
Yeah.
No, but it's like it's none of their business.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's
but,
not.
I'll never understand that section of fandom where you are so into somebody as a whatever, whether they're a content creator, whether they're an actor or whatever, but you're so into them that you're getting into that personal life. Like, their business is none of your business. Like, let them breathe. Shit.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, my guy. But
well, in their defense, started it where they were teasing. There was a video where I think they were teasing the gender of the child. So if they started it, then people are just guessing, so I mean,
that's fair enough. And then I'll flip the script and be like, why are they doing that? Like, I'll never understand it. If I have stuff going on in my personal life, that's my personal life. Like, if I am dying of cancer and I'm a celebrity, you're not gonna know until the funerals happen.
That's deep.
Because that shit ain't your fucking business. But anyway.
Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
I was thinking the same thing, Tommy. But anyway.
Sorry, why are we laughing? Shit.
Who's laughing? You're the one laughing.
I was about to say, don't say we. Don't say we.
Okay, gosh.
Okay. So moving on to some unsavory news. Let's just say moving on to some weirdo news. So YouTuber
Wait. I knew it. Okay, go ahead. I knew it was gonna be this. I was gonna guess, but you already said it.
YouTuber Colleen Ballinger, who is known for her persona, well, her many different content creation projects, but mainly known for her Miranda Sings persona, has come under fire recently and has been quote unquote exposed for what they say has been allegations of grooming. So to backpedal a bit, in 2020, Adam McIntyre, a YouTuber and someone who was a fan for Colleen Ballinger, or sorry, not a fan of Colleen Ballinger for years, he released a video in April 2020, released Colleen Ballinger Stop Lying, where he went over different allegations of how certain things they talked about, like the conversations they had that were inappropriate, the group chats that they had and things like that, and how at one point Colleen sent, this is when he was a minor at the time and she was in her 20s. I think she was maybe 13, 14 and she was like in her 20s, mid to late 20s. And she sent him some underwear of hers. Yeah. And in a video she addressed in 2020 as well, she apologized for that. She said she didn't know it was dumb of her to do that. She was like, her part of her being was missing, but she's not a monster. She's not any of that kind of stuff. Recently, in the past few days and weeks, allegations have popped up again of her being a groomer. More people have brought things to light, and people have brought Adam McIntyre back into it, even though he, wanted nothing to do with it anymore. People have brought him into it, so now he's retelling his story and everything, or they're retelling their story, and it's been a bit of a mess for Colleen, and people were waiting for her to respond, and she finally did respond on the 28th of June 2023 in a video titled Hi. Now I want to ask you, Max, you probably already know, so tell me, how do you think she responded?
I already know.
With a ukulele playing one chord. Oh my god.
Oh man, look, I love YouTube sometimes, man. Like, YouTube is amazing, dude. So yeah, people are she played the ukulele and spoke about, or sang about, she was replying to these allegations and things like that. But she never said sorry or anything. She was pretty much being defensive, saying she didn't do any of these things. She's not a groomer. The only thing she's groomed are her cats.
What do you mean by that?
Things like that. And at one point she said something. She was like, her team advised her strongly not to say anything. However, her team didn't tell her not to sing about anything. So she found a loophole, and everybody was like, she thinks she's clever what she did.
It's like she's digging her own grave. Like, a team is like, look, if you shut up, we can ride this out, because the collective conscious is short. People will forget about this after a week or whatever, after the next scandal pops up. We can ride this if you stay quiet. And he's like, nah.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not gonna lie though, part of the song was kind of catchy.
No, absolutely, bro. There were even moments where she started rhyming. I was like, oh shit,
dude,
is this planned?
I mean, she's an artist, so
yeah.
So she really planned out what she said. So people have
like
been
a canary.
Yeah, people have been clowning her on social media and saying, what the hell is this? This is the worst YouTuber apology of all time. This and that and this and that. And Adam McIntyre released a video also playing the ukulele, also titled Hi, and going against everything Colleen said. And people have been praising Adam, saying that was clever what you did. That was funny. You're a genius. Drag her queen. Yas, that kind of stuff. That is where we leave off for now. I don't want to, I'll just leave off there for now. If anything else develops, we'll let you know. Now, moving on to some dumb news. So there's a streamer called ICEPoseidon. I don't know if anyone of you know ICEPoseidon. Tammy, I think you know ICEPoseidon.
Of course.
Yeah.
We've actually covered him in an episode.
Have I?
When we were still X to skip. Before
we
started, we've actually done an episode on him.
I think I remember.
What was the topic? I wouldn't remember the name. I'll probably remember the topic.
This is when he was already banned, but he was starting to show face once again, trying to scam people for money.
Yes,
for like $50,000. Yeah.
Yes, I remember because CoffeeZilla did a video on it.
Exactly.
Yes. But anyway, so ICEPoseidon, also known as Paul Denino, he was a prominent figure on Twitch. Like, he was like one of the pioneers of IRL streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, OGs, yo.
OG, man. He was like back there, man. But this all came crumbling down in 2017, April 28th, where he was banned permanently on Twitch for being swatted live on an American Airlines flight in Phoenix.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that even work?
I think he doxed himself or something.
Yeah, so he actually not really like, well, yeah, doxed, yes, but it's also to say that he threatened his viewers to be like, oh, I bet you guys can't actually swat me.
He did. I
And it
remember
actually
that.
happened.
Yes. Yeah, he did.
And then
he
they
did.
banned him for endangering public. Like,
Yes.
what? Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. So, like as Tammy said, he did dare his viewers to dox him, and then they did ban him for that. So he has been floundering here and there trying to find a place, but then he looks like he's found a place or a home on Kick.
Of course.
And it's been going all right for him. But recently he found himself in a bit of hot water in a place that Maxwell you'll be familiar with in Thailand. But yeah, so he found
Where
himself
in Thailand, Kojo?
in Bangkok. He found himself in a bit of hot water in
You are
Bangkok.
such a child, Tommy.
I know, right?
No, it's getting to the juicy part.
So basically what happened, what this idiot did, right, was that he has been detained in Thailand and he was arrested. Why?
Please don't
Because
tell me
he-
it doesn't have to do with drugs.
No, it has nothing to do with drugs. Well,
Yeah.
maybe he was on drugs, who knows, but it has nothing to do with drugs.
Okay, because you don't want to be banged up abroad in Thailand.
Yeah, definitely not. So no, it wasn't drugs. It was something dumber. He gave his girlfriend, or not his girlfriend, his girlfriend and his friends lap dances while he was scantily dressed in lingerie. Tell me that was the perfect timing for that. Like it was dumb. So he was giving his lap dance to his girlfriend Kimberly and all of that. And yeah, there are pictures online. You can go see what he was dressed like. It's dumb. But you know, people were laughing, but not a lot of people were, including the restaurant manager, who was very livid and said they were disrespecting the culture and women, Thai culture and women. And what happened was the police got involved, the manager got involved, and ICEPoseidon went on Discord and said that, you know, they refused to leave the hotel, refused to let them leave because they had their passports their passports and stuff seized.
Oh yeah, no, Thailand, when they're upset with you, if you get caught up in the law, your passport is going to get seized. You're not going anywhere. You can't do a run. Thailand doesn't play like that.
Yeah. So yeah, true. So that's pretty much where it's left off for now. Yeah, it's not, yeah, I just found that really dumb. But yeah, and moving on to, I was going to talk about this first and then I skipped it. It's sad news. I wanted to get the sad news out of the way first, but I skipped it and I forgot about it up until now. So, Tommy, you know Tyler 1.
Oh, is this about what I think it is about?
Probably yes.
Oh, okay.
Maxwell, I don't know if you know Tyler 1. He is a prominent League of Legends streamer, like probably the most recognized, probably the face of League of Legends streaming. Like, tell me, would I be wrong in saying that?
No, you're correct, actually.
Yeah, like
nope.
he's been.
When you mentioned the name, I was thinking of somebody else.
Okay.
The creator.
Yeah. Good one. But yeah, he's been on Riot's Nazi side and the good side. Riot has, it's been back and forth with him and Riot and everything. But he loves the game. He streams the game all the time and everything. But this is not really about. This is some really sad stuff. Now, so what happened was he is dating this other Twitch streamer called Michaela. And Michaela released a statement on Twitter earlier this week. And it was a lengthy statement, and I'm not going to read all of it. We will leave a link in the description to the post. But I'm going to just summarize what happened. So, on the 17th of June, what happened was Tyler drove Michaela to the emergency room to the hospital because she was experiencing pains, and they found out that she was going through an ectopic pregnancy. And I didn't know what ectopic was, so I did what everybody would do and Google. So an ectopic pregnancy is when, quote unquote, a fertilized egg implants itself outside of the womb, usually in one of the fallopian tubes. Hopefully that clears things up. So they told her that, look, you're going through this pregnancy and unfortunately you're going to lose the baby. You've lost a lot of blood, almost half of your blood you've lost. and things like that. And she went on to say that they've been trying to have a baby, they've been trying to start a family for a while now, and this has really, it's been obviously a tragic event for them. And she went to say, Tyler has been her rock and things like that. He's been there for her, which explains why he's been absent from streaming, because this dude usually streams every single day. And yeah, the silence from his side shows what was going on. But she was like, this whole process has been hard on them and the families, but she ended with a positive note, like, look, when she's fully healed, they're going to continue trying to have children. This is not the end of it. They're going to start a family through come hell or high water. And I was like, you know what? I wish them all the best. It sucks that these things are happening. Maxwell, I don't know if you remember, we spoke about something similar episodes ago where Tommy was absent, actually, about the rice gum, whose girlfriend had a stillbirth.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. It's sad that these things keep happening. It's really sad. My heart goes out to Tyler One and Michaela and the families and their friends. And I
just want to say, people, there is absolutely nothing wrong with adoption. There are children out there who need to also be loved. Adopt kids, guys.
You first, Maxwell.
I've wanted to, but the adoption ways in SA, bro. Oof. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but that is it from my side. I believe I've spoken about everything. Colleen, nice. Yeah, that's pretty much it. PewDiePie. Yep, that's it from my side. Sorry for the lengthy section.
Alrighty. Right. Now, moving on to esports. My section will try to be short, I guess. So, the one content creator I hate, I know you said hate is a strong word, but like,
is it Pokimane?
Nah. I don't trust him at all and his sincerity. But Jimmy Donaldson, aka Mr. Beast, so last year during World's competition, the World Championships of League of Legends, he had already expressed how amazed he was that certain teams, as well as especially gaming teams, can make it to such big stages, like how League of Legends always hosts the biggest of stages when it comes to their World Championships. And he said he would actually one day buy a slot into the Championship League by actually getting his own team. So now, for those who don't know, LCS is the biggest North American league in League of Legends Championships. And just below it is a junior segment called the NACL, right? The North American Championship League. Now, with that being said, when I spoke about the walkouts that was happening in the North American Champion League, when I mentioned that 10 teams, I think it was 16 though, when they staged the walkouts, don't know if you guys remember that episode, but ever since then, the viewership in League and its championships have already been dwindling quite a lot, right? And already we've seen the likes of Disguised Toast wanting to make a League of Legends team, the Moist Esports with both Mogul Male star Ludwig as well as Moist Critical also forming an esports team to put them into League of Legends. Now Mr. Beast has finally come to it, whereby last year he made the promise to say if there was ever an opportunity or a slot to do so, he would definitely consider it. And now it seems like it is actually going to happen. Now, why this is such big news, remember I had mentioned that the viewership for League of Legends esports is dwindling very quickly. And this was already noted by Yilian Peng, who is also known as Doublelift, one of the most renowned players of League of Legends in the North American League. With this move that Mr. Beast is going to do, it's no surprise that, everyone knows Mr. Beast with all his views and all the crazy things that he does on YouTube. It's definitely no surprise that we are to expect massive viewership for a Mr. Beast team in the League of Legends franchise. Now, is this going to save Riot's League of Legends championships and their viewership? Who knows? Could we possibly see what is going to likely be the most well-funded, the most well-equipped team in League of Legends? Because, let's be real. Mr. Beast has cash for days, and no doubt in my mind, he's going to give his team the greatest team house with the dopest computers. Mr. Beast, like flipping uniforms, all that shit. Like, they're probably going to have a dope ass bus just to get to different tournaments. I'm keen to kind of see how this is going to go. You know, bearing in mind that I don't really like Mr. Beast, I don't trust his, I don't know, I don't trust him, man. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I'm keen to see how this is going to go. And that is it for my esports section. Kojo, anything from your side, bro?
Nah, no esports stuff from my side today.
Max, dare I ask?
Nope. You don't need a buzzer.
I bet. Okay, so discussion section. Now, I know I already said that I was going to discuss that other thing, but I already said it in the content creator news with the Adin Ross thing. But a new thing came up that I wanted to just ask you guys what you guys think. So, Sims 5, which is, you know, we don't really know when the date is going to be, but there's obviously been so many discussions on the forums, so many like leaks here and there. But it's been apparent that the Sims 5 is going to focus far more on adults, because adults are, you know, the taxpayers, adults are the foundations of households, this and this. So more features are going to come to being an adult in the Sims than, for example, Sims 4 has released, you know, there's a Sims 4 expansion whereby it focuses on raising teenagers. There's one that's focused on toddlers, you know, and all this. But now they're really going to focus on adults. In Sims 3, granted, you did have bills that you had to pay, but Sims 4 actually brought taxes, which was actually pretty amazing, whereby top right on the notification, if you would see your salary whenever you get a promotion, but you actually see a deduction amount, and that is your tax. So that's very interesting. Now, in Sims 5, I'm keen to see what they're going to bring. Look, still to this day, I am still waiting for the ability to drive in Sims 4, because in Sims 3, we had it. Okay, you had to get a license, you had to learn how to drive, get a permit, and then you could actually fully drive your own car. Sims 4, we're still yet to see that happen. But Sims 5, if they're really going to focus on the adult section of it, I need to see this happen. So now, as you guys can imagine, the conversation pretty much geared off towards the woohooing and all the other things you can do as an adult. Okay, now, that being said, someone brought out a very interesting point saying, okay, well, if it's going to be focused more on adults, then Sims 5 or EA just need to make sure that there's parental controls in the game. Listen, I've been using the NSFW mods for Sims since Sims 2, since I was probably 11. Okay, now not every kid is as perverted as I am, sure, cool, but there are still kids out there, you know, a rare few that definitely will delve into those. If you've got an older cousin or an older sibling or some sorts, you know, you go to some kid's house, you go to Ryan's house and he says, hey guys, do you want to see some boobies? Or some shit, you know? So
that sounded oddly specific.
Hey man, look, the first titties I saw was a GTA undressing club. At a friend named Ryan. Because he was just one of those whose parents didn't really care about age restriction on games, and like he was just like, Tommy, do you want to see boobies? And I was like, okay, cool, yeah. So, and then we just went to the undressing club in GTA and saw all the things. But anyways, so my question to you guys is, right, I know you guys, well, Max, you and I do the whole Sims Let's Play. If, and you know me very well, Max, if Sims 5 does come out and it truly is focused on the adult section, okay, what I want to know, at what point do you think it should like not cross the line in making it too focused on adults? For me, it's the NSFW parts. Okay, that's very important to me. And another thing is getting a divorce in Sims is very fast and quick, and it's not realistic. I would hope in Sims 5 they will actually show the detriments that come with filing a divorce. What do you think, or what would you like to see that is more adult focused in Sims 5?
Jeepers, where to even begin with that? Here, I thought you were going to talk about Sims 5 being, free to play.
I mean, Sims 4 is free to play now, the base game, so it's probably going to be as well. Who knows?
Yeah,
you can't
where
put a paywall
apparently
behind Sims, bro. You can't. Well, the expansions and DLCs I understand, but come on, anything else is just stupid.
Yeah, but regarding what adulting, see, there's the difference between you and I in this. For me, I don't like seeing so many real world elements entering the Sims because it's just like I'm trying to escape the real world into the virtual world or into fantasy with Sims, and now you're bringing more real world aspects into it. It's like, why should I leave one headache for another headache?
I should also point out something important is that EA is trying to get rid of third-party mods by integrating some of the mods that are highly used into Sims. If that is the case, again, I say the NSFW stuff, I'm very keen to see how they're going to integrate this.
Probably though, who knows? Who really knows? I don't know what to say on this topic. I just think, for me, I go back to the whole thing of too many things are being added, which is ruining the experience for me. Guys like you might be enjoying it because you get more options, but for me, I'm getting overwhelmed with those options. Where it's just like, I don't need this headache.
Right, I bet. Kojo, any take? I don't even know if you play Sims, bro. Shit.
No, I don't play Sims.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think maybe in some ways I agree with Max. But some people want realism out of their games. I know some people people play Sims to. As far as I know, Sims it's like a simulator, right? A simulator of real life, no?
Yes.
Yeah. So people play Sims to recreate. I know such situations where people create Sims to recreate the lives of their childhood or to create lives with their significant others, or I know where this guy, I saw it on the internet once, where this guy, he lost a friend when they were younger and then he sort of created her in the Sims and that kind of stuff. So I understand the whole living reality
that is
type
some
of thing.
Gray area stuff.
It is.
Because I just thought to myself, like, how would the parents of that person feel?
Good question. So I understand both sides of people saying, no, there shouldn't be too many. I'm trying to escape real life, but other people these things are. It's a simulation of life, so these things need to be included.
All I want to feel is to know how it's like to be rich and have a mansion. That's all I play Sims for.
But yeah, that's just
God knows that's not my reality.
Yet, stop being negative.
All right. Well, thanks, gents. That's all I have for my discussion. You guys?
No, don't really have anything to bring up.
I bet. Alrighty, moving on to the news blitz. Max, take us away.
All right, take a seat, gents. Here we go. So, as riots break out in France, the French president is blaming the riots on the impact of video games, saying violent video games is what has led to all of this. And this is reminiscent of that period when parents and teachers and politicians were talking about violent video games making the youth violent. The reason due to the whole rioting is from police violence. People are protesting how policing works in France, where I believe, don't quote me, but I believe a couple of days ago, a person died at the hands of the police, and this has just made people more upset, and they've been rioting over that and how the police, basically police violence in France. Then moving on, there are rumors spinning that an Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake is in the works, but it is several years away. And sticking to remake rumors, there's also rumors about a Red Dead Redemption remake that is potentially coming. Some people are excited, others are like, hey, don't, get us excited for nothing. Then it is reported that Daedalic Entertainment, the studio behind that Gollum game, were in the midst of making another Lord of the Rings game, but after the reception of Gollum, they have cancelled that game and they have altogether decided to stop making video games. And instead, they are going to become publishers. So let's see how this story unfolds down the line. Is their publishing going to be successful, or are they just going to close down? By the way, the studio is a German studio. And then in what gamers are dubbing as a win, Valve has been banning games on Steam that contain AI art and AI text on the premise that people putting up such content don't own the copyrights to the content. And lastly, to close things off in some gaming adjacent news, do you guys remember the whole Logan Paul Crypto Zoo thing?
Yes.
Well, do you guys also remember that he promised to pay people back?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the amount he promised to pay back was equivalent to 1.8 million didgeridoos, American bucks, not Australian bucks. And as most of us figured, he still hasn't paid back. And so CoffeeZilla took to Twitter, CoffeeZilla being the man that exposed Logan Paul and his scam, he took to Twitter to ask Logan Paul for an update on the situation, tweeting at Logan Paul. And in response, guess what Logan Paul did?
I don't want to guess blocked him or some shit.
Yeah, bo.
Oh,
You gotta love grifters, man. Grifters. And that is it for the news blitz.
All right. Thanks, bro. Quick news blitz from me. The Italian government has reached out to both Zuckerberg and Elon Musk for their boxing match to be in the Colosseum. So that should be very interesting. I hope it actually happens.
That would be funny.
That was so lit.
I keep telling Kojo that if there was ever a boxing match, a non-professional boxing match that was to take place, I would watch this rather than the whole KSI and other YouTuber bullshit.
Fact.
I would watch this.
Absolutely. So yeah, let's see how that's gonna go.
These guys have zero to gain from boxing each other.
No, but if you think about it, we don't know what the stakes are. You know, if it's just for clout, these guys don't need clout or money that much. But no one says no to too much money.
What
anyway.
stakes can they put? Like, oh, if I lose, I will give you my $1 billion yacht. Like, they'll just buy another $1 billion yacht.
No, not even. Like, Elon could easily just say, look, if I win, I want either Instagram or WhatsApp. Either the two. That would be huge.
Or better yet, shares in those platforms.
Facts. Like, that would be massive. So definitely, I'm keen to know what the stakes are. Right now, it just seems like, you know, Elon is just being Elon by challenging Zuckerberg.
Okay, you know what?
Zuckerberg then accepting it is interesting as well, yeah?
No, I'm buying into that. This is not gaming related, and this is off the cuff, but I'm buying into that. Elon puts up Twitter. Zuckerberg puts up Instagram.
If Zuckerberg wins, I'm done. Twitter's dead to me. It's dead. Cause no, I can't. Twitter's dead. Zuckerberg's not gonna have any NSFW on Twitter. I'm telling you now. No, sorry. I'm just sorry. No. Then Elon has to buy Tumblr. There's no other way.
Is Tumblr still alive? I thought it's dead.
It is dead, but I mean, there's no NSFW place I can go to now besides Reddit. Come on, bro. Twitter right now is my home. Yeah, money. Fuck that.
Bro, just go to Google and type down the individual you're interested in. That's
what the hell am I? A 13-year-old? I'm not come on, bro. That's old. That's old in time. You know when you go to Google and type in XXX videos? Oh, come on. That's childish.
Okay, so you just gonna sit and pay. I know I'm pandering illegal stuff.
I'm not gonna pay.
Yeah, so I'm saying if you want to get what's her name's bathwater and see it, just go to Google, man. You don't need to be like, I don't have the money, I can't see it. Like, nah, you can see it. You're just being flamboyant.
No, that's what I have Twitter for, because Twitter's got leaks. And yeah, Reddit's got mods, so that sucks. But anyways.
Bro, leaks on Twitter are not reliable. It's like somebody's putting a short version. Everybody's just leaking to get clout. Like, you don't getting people who are just like, yeah, here you go, a Good Samaritan. Google has Good Samaritans.
Yeah, but Google has pages on pages that I have to search for, bro. My God.
You make it sound like it's a mission when it really takes 5.
If it takes 5 minutes in that time, I'm limp.
You what?
But anyways, ladies and gents, that is it for the show. Thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, if you liked it, please leave a like and please subscribe and follow for more, whichever is applicable to you and your preferred platform. We try to make sure that we're everywhere. Mostly on YouTube though, but you know. Anyways, if you have any comments, suggestions, or you just want to say hi, you can do so in the comments section of this video and the audio. And yeah, that is it for this week. But we'll catch you guys again next week. So be good, stay healthy, and join us again for more gaming tidbits. It has been X2Skip giving you the weekly patch notes. Peace out.